Hello and welcome to our fourth turn. Um, so let's go and start playing. Start doing your moves. I don't know if you actually know any difference, but I changed the resolution of the camera, so to see if this time you can see it better. So let's go first with the players that down here. Usually we do this ones first. So McLean told me that he wants to move 2 steps and explore. So let's do this. He's going to move 2 steps, but before he explores, I'm going to use a card which says, like, when you go into that room, your mind goes blank, and at the sight of the blood letters, sorry, the horrid words demand that you leave. So basically, you test willpower. I have to spend 3 threat. So I'm spending 3 threat, it's all I have. And I'm going to test your willpower, which is pretty high if I remember correct. Yeah, it's 8. So I'm going to test your willpower. And you roll a 1, so you pass. So with a pass, you take 1 horror, and the keeper moves you 1 space. So imagine how cool this would be if you failed. Anyway, so you take 1 horror, and I'm going to associate with you a trauma card. And I move 1 space, and I'm going to move you backwards. So you have to use your action that you're going to explore to actually move. So that's it for you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this forbidden knowledge. If what it says here is true, then no, shakes head, pauses, and clenches teeth. It is not true. So basically, each time you use a tome card or gain a skill points, take 1 horror, limit once per turn. So it's no big deal for you, but since I have the card, I'm going to use it anyway. Pete, on the other side, told me that he wants to explore and move, because this room has a darkness on it, so he needs an action and a movement to explore it. So it's what he's going to do. He's going to explore it, and he finds a Ruby of Riley, which is an artifact. Once per turn, after you spend an action to cast a spell, you may take 1 additional action. You may not cast the same spell. Or you're becoming a wizard, or at least you have the tools for it. And the other cards, it's you find nothing of interest. So okay, and you still have 1 extra move, and he said to me he wants to move backwards, back to the room. Okay, the other guy is up there. Joe told me that he wants to explore, so he's going to explore. And he finds a whiskey, which is an equipment card. Gain 1 willpower. So this is pretty good for you, because your willpower is your worst, one of your bad traits. So stats, I mean. So with an action, you can also discard this card to heal up to 2 horror. Okay, another good card for you, Joe. And with this extra action, he decides to move, and then he has 2 movements, and he wants to move like 1, 2. So he needs to do a horror check for the witch, and he needs now he has plus 1 willpower. So his willpower was 5 plus 1, 6, and the creature gives 1 willpower too. So you need 7 or less, and you got a 7. Yeah, you bastard. Finally, Jenny was stunned, and so I don't know if you actually remember it. So with a stun, she loses 1 movement, and the player told me that he wants to use a movement and an action to run like 1-2 steps. I don't know really what you are going to do over there, but it was what the player said to me, so I'm having 3 threads anyway, so for these situations. Well, I don't know. So Jenny wants to evade the monster, and if you remember correctly, Jenny now have a broken arm, which gives her -2 to every check. So her dexterity it's 6, -2 it's 4, so she needs 4 or less to evade the monster. And she makes 2, so no damage, and she moves like 1, 2. Okay, now players are done. It's a keeper phase, and during my phase, it's during the trade phase, you get rid of these things, so you are not stunned anymore, and witches go off, so I don't have an attack or anything, and I get my 3 thread, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm going to buy actually, yeah, I'm going to use 2 threads to buy no, actually I'm just going to use 1 thread and use the evil presence, which allows me to draw 1 mythos and 1 trauma card, and if this is my only action, which will be I'll get my thread back. So I'm going to get my thread back, and I get 1 trauma and 1 mythos card. I'll check it later. And we have, as you can see here, 3 tokens. And this is the final of my phase. I'm not going to do anything else more. So we have 4 tokens, and we have the event. And in the event card it says like this. So Frozen Visitor is the title. The door flies open and an hysterical man enters the room. He wears a thick winter jacket and icicles cover his salt and pepper beard. Or beard. Oh, my accent is horrible. He runs to you and grabs the collar of your shirt. "Oh God," he weeps. "It is unspeakably horrible." His legs give way and he collapses to the floor. "I should have listened. Damn curiosity. Damn it to hell." He looks up to you. "Please, save yourself. Save everyone. Whatever you do, do not open the freezer." His eyes close for the last time. So that's it. This is the event, the first event card. The next event will be after 5 turns, as it says over here. So you guys will have 5 turns for the next one. Okay, I think that's it for this time. Post your next actions and see if we can start moving this a little bit faster. Okay, see you next time, guys.